Look.
The chilling sounds of Muzak. I love how your Twitter name right now is Fear, Uncertainty, and Doubt. It's a very 2020 mood.
That just changed, didn't it? Because I had the review loaded and it was still October Rust. So they did that like.
Probably yesterday.
Well, no, the review was only put up 12 minutes ago. So.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I still don't see you as live. I mean, I probably could see you if I go right to your channel, but... Oh, there you are. That's playing an ad. I was like wondering if people could hear me and you, Kitty, but it's playing an ad right now. They must have gone to get their water bottle. I got a great Chocobo pun for when June comes back.
I think they're doing the social media stuff. Yeah, they're posting on the Discords first and then going.
Okay.
They are in streamer focus mode, I guess.
We can be heard on the stream. It's just very low. Well, you're low, actually.
Me?
Yeah, you're low.
Aw.
Well, I could probably boost you up. Hold on. Say something.
Beep boop.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
It's got this like fucking chocobo kazoo thing going.
Ooh, I want to hear.
Wait, hold on. Do you think you can ride a goose? No, that's not even chocobo. What is that? That's the airship theme from Final Fantasy I. No, that's not the chocobo theme.
Yeah, it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It's so slow.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Huh. Yeah, you're right. I guess you're right. You think you can ride goose? No, you can't. They are way too small. They'll bite your fingers off. Do you think you can ride? Yeah, I'm off tempo when I do that because I'm hearing it on the stream and it's a delay. I'll just mute that for now. Sounds like a chocobo ass trumpet, says Wayne.
Chocobo ass trumpet.
Hi, Wayne.
Why, Father? Why do I exist? Work!
No, I got a good one for when June starts. They're gonna tell me I ain't shit.
I mean, you ain't.
No, I'm shit. You might even say I'm the shit.
Yeah, I think you've achieved Schrodinger's ain't shit.
Schrodinger's ain't shit. So I was thinking that for my stream tonight, I might put something like, I don't want to hear about the election.
Yeah, that's...
Not because I don't want to hear about the election, but because like I'm starting Ori and the Will of the Wisps, and I want to enjoy Ori and the Will of the Wisps. You know what I'm saying?
That's two moods you just don't. Those don't mix.
Yeah, I don't.
You're either playing Ori and the Will of the Wisp, or you're talking about the election. Like, you can't do both.
Yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. I don't want people, even if it's like good news. I think I just want to, because Ori's the first one was just so good, you know.
I'm trying real hard to just not stare at the results like I did in 2016. I'm just gonna.
No, there's no results yet.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, as the day goes on,
yeah.
I'm tempted to like Google 2020 US.
We're not gonna know. It's gonna be like the year 2000. We're not gonna know who the president is until mid-December, you know.
Okay, Fulio, I am here. Sorry about the delay.
Hey, June.
What?
Hey, June. Work with your tits. Work with your tits. Work with your tits. Work with your tits. No, get down, Gibbs.
God damn it!
Okay,
I've been thinking of
I'm
that
sure
one
you're all annoyed with this, so we're gonna turn that off. And
I don't know. I thought it was really appropriate for the election.
oh my God, you're right.
Well, we should definitely need to talk about the election now because I'm going to be disallowing talk of it on my stream later.
Yeah.
Simply because I just want to play the game. I want to play Ori. I'm playing Ori Part 2 for the first time tonight, and I want to enjoy it.
Whereas we're chocobo breeding. That can happen in the background more or
Yeah,
less.
Yeah.
we're doing
If I-
some good old-fashioned chocobo incest.
If I was, Ugh.
Okay,
If I
let's
was
hope this
playing
thing picks
something
up
that
my
I'd played
save.
before,
Yeah, fair.
you don't load up the game beforehand.
Hmm?
You don't load the game up beforehand.
No.
Okay.
1 second.
I mean, I could, but no. I like. I feel like there's something nostalgic in the PlayStation startup. So
Oh, totes. It's just that like you get like, yeah, here's my retro art screen, you know. You're right though. I saw like I set up Samurai Showdown 5 for next week, and I get it all set up and I bring it up in the Neo Geo to like, and it doesn't have the that Neo Geo startup music, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
I am back.
Then I saw that like if you let it run for like the attract mode for like a minute or so, it eventually does do the Neo Geo startup screen, but it was like not having that Neo Geo startup screen was like, damn, kick me in the nostalgia, why don't you?
Hey, June.
yes.
April had an important piece of advice from the shower.
Hang
your
on.
chocobo.
You're very quiet.
I had to boost on my end.
This is being a recurring problem. Give me a sec. Maybe it's something on my end that I need to fix.
Okay.
It was
Well, I
all
can
right
hear
on
you now.
stream, but for us, it's
Okay.
I had to boost.
I'm not. Okay, let me go and see, because I forget what I did when I left off. So.
You were watching the chocobos mate with their siblings.
Okay, you are very, very loud. Give me a second here.
I'm from Brooklyn. What do you want? I cannot be stopped.
Yeah, actually, you're not very loud. The game is too loud, so I'm going to open the volume mixer.
It's not me. It's the game.
But okay. Can you hear me all right now?
Yeah, you sound
We're
great.
about to find out.
June, April has advice from the shower, and it's that chocobos cannot breed right after they're first born. They need to grow.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
need,
I would-
they
I
need
would-
time to pass.
I would hope not. I mean,
Well, it's a video game. Sometimes video games like to just gloss over that, and it's like, okay, you have a full
I guess-
adult chocobo now.
I guess in Pokemon, like you can just breed them immediately.
I mean, I guess if they have a baby form, can baby form Pokemon breed? Like if
Oh
you have
God, you're gonna make me look into this, aren't you?
April says no, but
I'm gonna find out.
Okay, so we literally just got a blue boy, so I guess we're gonna go run around and fuck off a little bit.
No,
Yeah, so you
well,
need-
Igglybuff specifically is in the undiscovered group, so no.
okay. So you should probably also make sure to buy those other 2 stables before you get more chocobos.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think I have like 6 already. So
Chocoboning. Hey, Sarah.
So it looks like, as I just looked at a few of them, it looks like specifically the ones that are considered babies that you can't run into the wild. You can not breed them until you evolve them, but any other like starting evolution that you can potentially run into in the wild, you can breed.
That's what I figured. There's like a group like Igglybuff, like what else is there?
Cleffa,
Cleffa. Ones like that are kind of
Munchlax, Elekid,
baby
Magby. To me, a baby Pokemon is anything
Pichu.
you can't run into in the wild, but also, I also kind of consider it a baby if the pre-evolution was introduced afterwards.
Yeah. Well, because they didn't. I think they did that specifically as part of introducing the egg system, right?
Yeah. So is Togepi a baby or not, I wonder?
I think it is. I mean, it's inside
because
the egg, so
yeah. It's just it was introduced at the same time as Togepi.
oh,
Yeah.
having some
I'm gonna look
slowdown
into
there
that.
today. Alright,
Whoa, yeah.
that was weird. Let me close a few things.
Togepi's in the undiscovered group, so it is considered a baby.
That was very weird. I don't understand why the game is
Wayne says Chocoboy.
Choco. There's also Pokemon that you can't breed just because that would be weird.
But you can breed a Wailord and a Skitty.
Hot Skitty
Yeah.
on Wailord action.
Yep.
Like, for example, you cannot breed, you can't breed any legendaries
Yeah, that kind of.
or mythical Pokemon. You can't breed unknown for some reason.
I mean, where would it stick its anything?
Well, where do any of them stick anything? I mean,
Take 3
When
to
is-
18 battles
Well,
to
okay.
show a child Chocobo. Okay.
Most of them look like they have anatomy. Unknown specifically does not look like
I
it
mean,
has anatomy.
what about Ghastly? What does Ghastly do? I mean,
It just enters.
yeah, it just phases through you, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you are now pregnant. Ghastly, ghastly, ghastly.
You wouldn't breed a muck with a Ditto. Yes, I would. I would breed. I would. Don't tell me what I wouldn't breed.
Well, Ditto can breed with anything, as long as the other thing can breed. You can't breed Melmetal.
Okay, so I'm wondering if I should, while I'm waiting, I should run over to the Crash Garnica and see how badly I suck in
Or how well you suck.
But no, I think that was like what, 3 battles? Let's see
trying to
if
see,
3 is enough.
trying to
Probably
see
not.
if you got maximum RNG.
Max power.
Okay.
Did you end up buying the 2 other? Because you only had the 4 stables before. Yeah,
I
you never
thought
bought.
I,
You never bought 5 and 6.
I thought I bought 5 and 6, but I guess I was tripping.
We're always tripping.
You know, I must have played this game at least like 3 or 4 times all the way through, and I've never bred a Chocobo once.
Really, it's
Never.
like a.
Never bothered.
It's
My
like
God,
not a
I've
mandatory
lost.
part of the game or anything, but it's
I
cute.
personally never thought that I wanted to, because like I know that people do it specifically to get Knights of the Round, which is why I assume June is doing it.
Yeah,
But
and a handful of other pretty good things.
you know, Knights of the Round is cool and all, but like it's so not needed. Sephiroth is kind of a pansy.
He's not the most impressive actual fight for the game, is he?
Well, you know what's interesting is he does that supernova attack that you watch like this whole thing of him destroying the solar system, and that move literally cannot kill you since it does percentage-based damage.
Okay, so it looks like I can't breed him yet. I mean, I've done 3 battles, so I had to check, but you know.
I mean, if it's 3 to 18, that's what? That's a 1 in 15 chance that it was 3 battles. So
3 to 18. What is this? Sean's Tumblr?
oof.
Yeah, I went there.
Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going in the wrong direction.
You see that-
So I'm gonna
you
turn
see that-
around.
You see
I'm
that
gonna
meteor
go over
there?
to
That's
the,
not important. We got birds to mate.
Birds are way more important.
No, see, the secret is that June doesn't actually care about Knights of the Round. They're just looking to open a fried chicken restaurant.
It's gonna be
you-
medicinal.
What if, yeah, medicinal fried chocobo.
Medicinal fried chocobo. Oh my god.
What if this election goes really badly and the only chicken allowed is Chick-fil-A? You're gonna need to stockpile your chocobos, you know?
Oh
Oh my
shit!
god. I don't even want to think about that.
Like, from now on, all fried chicken is Chick-fil-A.
Oh my god. No, no would be terrible. If
Everything?
I mean, yes, but also, no, if Chick-fil-A was the only chicken place around, but what if they closed all the pizza places except for Papa John's?
That's pretty bad too.
Oh my god,
I mean-
hate it.
We could probably all make better pizza than that.
But at least like Papa John, the Chud himself, is not part of that anymore. You know, so
It's
literally
still
all.
terrible fucking pizza.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're only guilty of bad food, not bad food plus hate.
I actually haven't tried Papa John's, and I keep meaning to just try it once because I want to know.
I've never tried it because I don't really go in for that kind of chain pizza, but I kind of take June's word for it.
That's fair.
Like we had this discussion
I
once.
do not like Donato's pizza. I think it's basically ketchup on cardboard. I would sooner eat Donato's than Papa John. Shit, I'd sooner eat Little Caesars than Papa John.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. We had this discussion once about, like, what you asked me, what is the worst fast food pizza? And I said, well, keeping in mind that I haven't tried all of them, you know, I would have to say Little Caesars. And you were just going on about Papa John's, and I was like, yeah, I don't really have an opinion. I've never tried it. I probably never will.
Little Caesars is definitely the worst out of any of the ones I've tried. Domino's was down there with it until their revamp some years back, and then they're better than Little Caesars, which is...
It's not saying a lot. It's a low bar to clear. Do you remember in the movie Home Alone where they had Little Nero's?
Oh my god, yes.
Vaguely.
Yeah, it was Little Nero's Pizza. I thought that was cute. That's like something the Simpsons would do, you know? But Doughy's has terrible pizza.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but it's free.
I voted today.
Good job.
Yeah, and here's the weird thing about voting.
So
today.
long ago that I don't even remember what day it was that I voted.
The weird thing about voting was, like, we were expecting the polling place to be jam-packed. We were practically the only people there.
I think most people voted early, no?
Yeah, most
probably.
people voted early, and, you know, we went during the lunch non-rush. Everybody's going to be hitting it up, you know, before work or after work, and we went in the middle of the day.
I mean, I know that the polling places near me are slammed because I've seen pictures that people have been posting on, like, local groups and shit, but... you know. But the lines move pretty fast from what I understand, but I know they're not enforcing mask mandates, so... You know, Jimmy Kimmel had an interesting take on the thing. He said, none of the states are requiring masks for voting, which is fucked up, but if you think about it, you can't really deny someone their right to vote. But then he says, but then I guess pants are required, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He says, like, you can't show up to vote without pants, or maybe you can. Let's all try it.
Ain't no law that says the man has to wear pants.
I hope I want to see someone try that. I want to see someone try to go vote with my pants.
They probably wouldn't stop. I mean...
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Unless you're driving, you wouldn't really be able to get there. Like, it's public, like... Okay, we're assuming just, like,
what if you
normally
live really
dressed man minus pants, so, like, in boxers.
Yeah.
Is that technically public indecency at that point?
No, see, I think that's the thing. I think that as long as your dirty bits are all covered up,
okay.
I don't think they can turn you away at the polls.
Okay. But like as soon as public indecency is what you're doing, so I guess if you took the boxers off,
like
it around, then...
Well, that's a little different because then you're breaking a law.
Yeah.
And April brings up a good point. It's not all that different from wearing a bathing suit.
Your ball's flat.
Well, it's more likely to happen with the underwear than it is with a bathing suit because we got that like weird net in the bathing suit.
Yeah, and
which
also
I never understood.
And also underwear always has that like flap at the front.
The flap. Little Caesars is good. I can't agree with that.
Little,
What are you comparing it to?
Access flap.
Yeah, I can't get behind that Little Caesar shit. I mean, I love,
Is that Gibbs in the background?
Yeah, he's chewing his bong.
Fuck him up.
Don't worry, Gibbs. I won't let him fuck you up.
He's just getting behind the chocoboning.
Damn it.
Chocoboning. Work with my tits. Work with my tits. Work with my tits. Work with my tits. quit with my
Oh,
tits.
this
Quit,
is gonna.
quit.
Yeah. This thing's getting a. She fucking suplexes it!
Well, I mean, in part 6, you can suplex a train that is also a ghost.
Yeah, I love that part. That's one of the. Alright, so.
Cloud's like, I know Sephiroth is important, but so is snowboarding and making birds fuck. By the way, did you know that, like, in the Japanese version of this game, that whole animation that plays when Sephiroth uses Supernova is just the end part?
Really?
They made it longer for the
Yeah.
US version.
Yeah, the international version gave Sephiroth that long animation because they wanted him to have something like Knights of the Round.
Interesting.
Okay, first of all, that's really funny, and second of all, that's like. Do you remember Buttlord GT?
What do you think? But Lord GT, like, I'm gonna take time to remember something like that? What do you think this is?
Okay, first of all, I gotta read the thing. This is terrible. It's all messed up. And
Oh,
so
look
would
up-
Buttlord GT. But anyway, Buttlord GT was like the parody of Dragon Ball Z. I showed it to you once. But there was this one scene, I know you didn't read it, but there was this one scene where the villain does this thing where he's like powering up and he's like, I hope you brought your sleeping bags. And there's like this countdown and it's like 3 days long.
See, that's why I can't get into Dragon Ball Z, because I've literally seen it, and it's like what they said on, the rap battle. It's just one punch and over 9,000 screams.
Yeah.
Just two guys yelling at each other for 20 minutes.
And
like,
then
"Oh,
no blood
my-
pops
my-
out of their
my-
foreheads.
Yeah, my power level is greater than yours. No, mine is bigger, and it's just like, just make out already. What are you doing? Like, come on. Sitting there comparing your power levels. I know what this is really about.
They
Okay, so what were those things I got? Let's see, I guess this is,
I mean, the high wind is almost certainly something for.
Sid,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. It's his big bad. What's all creation? Whose is that?
I think that's for Yuffie. But
Yeah.
there was
He
this
got
one
into
other
arms
one
race
that I
with-
got, I'm not sure what it's for, and I don't
It's
know
Yuffie.
the name of it, because I immediately forgot.
It was called out. It was called the Outsider, or just Outsider.
Outsider, okay. Okay. Because I am looking for Yuffie's ultimate weapon, that's why I'm here.
What, that pinwheel thing?
Yeah. Oh god.
That thing's
here we go.
ridiculous.
Oh god, this one's even worse.
That's what they said.
Very funny.
I thought it was pretty funny, and Kitty did too, so, yeah.
Y'all play nice. I'm gonna have to turn this chocobo around.
Wark.
Walk with my tits. Walk with my tits. Walk with my tits. Walk with my tits.
It's okay, Gibbs, calm down, it's okay.
Walk with me, people. Okay.
Oh, you!
Don't walk in at a coal mine.
So yeah, you're gonna get the stupid big summon thing, and they're gonna be using it against Sephiroth, and Yuffie's just gonna be sitting there in the corner shivering, going, "I saw so much bird cloaca."
Okay, no, what? I just realized I'm playing a game about a meteor hitting a planet on election day. I'm voting for the meteor.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but real talk though, I mean, voting wasn't too bad. We were in and out inside of 10 minutes.
That is also what she said.
One thing the ballot did that I really liked was it listed all of the, I guess I could hit them twice.
That's what he said.
Just summoning various forms of Bahamut.
It listed the political party for all of the candidates. I really liked that because back in Ohio, the ballot never fucking did that, and it always made me feel like I was taking a test I didn't study for.
Did you see Kanye West on there?
Did I see what?
Kanye West was listed as a...
I did not. But I'll tell you something funny though. For the presidential candidate, it was Joe Biden, and then Howie Hawks, or whatever his name is, and then the Libertarian Party candidate, whatever her name was, and then Donald Trump at the very bottom.
Where he belongs.
And
I mean,
I
to
just
be
found that.
fair, I believe they're listed alphabetically.
By last name.
Yeah. It's Biden, B,
Hawk, whatever. Trump.
H.
That-
Yeah.
That's, okay, I can sort of get that, but I do like the low-key shade.
Yeah. So here's the strange thing about Kanye West is that he's not technically running for president.
No.
He's running for vice president. And it's just weird because like the name of the presidential candidate there it's called the American Independent Party is Rocky de la Fuente Guerra for president, and then Kanye Omari West for vice president. And I'm like, who is Rocky de la Fuente Guerrera? I don't even know who that is.
Some friend of Kanye West's that just ran so he could not have to be the...
I thought he might not even be real, but I just looked him up and he's real. He's like some fucking old white guy.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Of course he is.
Well, I guess he's not as old as the other candidate since he's 66, but I'm still trying to...
Practically a spring chicken.
Oh, this guy's been doing this for a while. He's
a perennial candidate?
He ran under the Reform Party. He ran under the American Delta Party, which he created. That was... And that was at the same time he was running as a candidate for both parties. So talk about splitting your own vote, you dumbass.
Give me a second. What? Wait, 1 second. Hang on. Yeah, what? I didn't do it.
Your groceries are here.
Oh,
I pulled them inside, but I didn't touch them.
I didn't do it.
I pulled them inside, but I did not.
It was me. I did it.
Okay. Alright, my groceries have arrived. I will be right back. I'm just gonna go and put the,
After these messages.
I'm going to put this up, and I will be right back. So, you guys behave, don't,
No, we won't behave. we're going to behave badly.
I mean, okay, just don't do anything that'll get me banned from Twitch.
Well, obviously we're not going to do that. I mean, come on, get at it. Go get your shit. So check this out, Kitty. So in 2016, he was the candidate for both the American Delta Party and the Reform Party.
What? That's a thing you can do?
Yeah, and in 2018, he tried to run as a Democrat. Obviously, he lost. Oh, that was for Senate, obviously, because it's 2018. Yeah. Then in 2020, he tried to run as a Republican, but obviously he didn't. But he secured the nominations of the Reform Party, the Alliance Party, and the American Independent Party.
What the fuck?
And he also ran for House of Representatives in 2020, but he lost in the primaries.
Hey, why is your political system such a huge fucking joke? That this is a thing.
So this guy, like literally on his Wikipedia thing, it has political party, Republican, Alliance, Democratic Reform, and American Delta. This guy's the ditto of politics.
Political chameleon.
What does he even do? And then he chooses Kanye West as his running mate.
I mean, that probably gets him the most notoriety of anything he's done up to this point.
Well, I know that like a lot of people are like joking that they're voting, like, you know, Conan O'Brien there was a picture of him dropping off his ballot and he was like, "Good luck, Kanye." Nah. Ross Perot's turning in his grave.
Party all of them.
Yeah. What's your political party? Yes.
Yes.
You hear Gibbs bouncing around?
Yep.
He knows it's almost food time. You gotta calm down, dude. I don't even hear your brother being fed yet. Look at the stream title.
Yep. Why, Father? Why do I exist?
I mean,
Why?
I protest the use of quai, not que.
I mean, I think it's trying to.
Where do I exist? It works
Why do
still.
I will now form the yes party.
Yes. There probably is a yes party.
Oh my god.
I looked in on a streamer that I used to watch, but I stopped because she ain't shit.
Oh no.
And it's a long story. But anyway, I saw that she had restarted Dragon Quest XI. For some reason, she never beat it.
Mm-hmm.
And so she started it from scratch. She streamed it 3 times, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 of the times she had the category as Dragon Quest IV.
That's...
And in 2 of them, not the same 2, but 2 of the other streams, she didn't play the game at all and just dicked around for like 4 hours. You see why I don't watch this shit anymore?
Yeah, that's a special kind of ain't shit.
You know what
I mean,
sucks?
on top of whatever the actual story was, that's pretty.
Well, the story is real simple. It was somebody who was pretty cool, and then they made partner, and then they weren't so cool anymore.
Oh, I hate that.
Isn't that shitty?
That's bad.
Yeah. All right, I'm actually gonna get out of here because I gotta feed Gibbs, but
Okay.
I'll be back. I'll be back at some point.
Okay,
So I'm gonna mute myself. I'm not gonna leave the thing, but I'm gonna mute myself. So just tell June what's up.
I will. That means I am the stream right now. So hi everybody. How's it going? Chocobo incest. We have to fight until we can do it. You have to fight for your you have to fight for your right to breed. Hey, I hear you.
I'm trying to think of a joke because I came in just as you said all that, and I'm just like, wow, how do I respond to that?
So Necro is feeding Gibbs. He will be back in a few.
Oh, okay. Meanwhile, I have returned from putting my groceries away, so we're gonna hop back over here, and we are gonna do this thing. Oh, that's not the right screen.
More fighting.
Where the hell is it? Here it is.
You gotta fight for
Well,
your
you're
right to breed birds. To quack. There's a lot of places you can go with that. It's a very versatile dumb joke.
It's true. I can knock that one out. There we go.
Spin kick. Hell yeah, Tifa.
Nice. Oh shit! I got a new all materia.
All was. Oh, that means you maxed one out.
Ah.
Because anytime you max out a materia, you get a new copy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you can potentially get like Knights of the Round on everybody, but of course that would take like a stupid amount of work for like a completely unnecessary amount of power.
I do that. So, I know you're a Canadian living in the UK, but what are your thoughts on the election so far?
I mean, I was one of those people who was pretty sure Hillary was going to win in 2016, and then they got blindsided by that. So in the light of that, I don't feel like anyone can be sure of anything, and that's fucked up. That said, I think too many people have seen how bad this is and are going to vote. So unless voter suppression is way worse than it has historically been, I feel like Biden's got a good chance.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like I have like zero faith in any of this working out.
Of course not, and I can't possibly fault you for that. The other thing I would say is that, I mean, the interesting thing comes when we see whoever wins, and then what happens after that.
Yeah, that's very real. Is that a materia? That's not a materia. Okay.
Hillary's loss resulted from the polling failure of one state. All other losses were in the standard range of deviation. Interesting. And so it really was just one state off. Huh.
I feel like, ew, what the hell is that? Oh, that's nasty.
The big question is like what happens when Trump won by a pubic hair in 3 states. Yeah, that's true as well. What happens when if Trump wins, then like I don't know, everything's shit, right?
The main issue I see is the electoral college, because that's how Trump stole the election last time. Because he lost the popular vote by quite a large margin.
Yeah. Though to be fair, that's not exactly unprecedented in U.S. history.
I mean, it only happened. I mean, okay, so George W. Bush lost the popular vote, but he got in the electoral college, and the Supreme Court basically gave him the election.
Yeah. 5 times in U.S. history.
Yeah, and see the thing about everybody talks about polls, and from what I understand, all of the poll wonks these days are like really nervous, and they don't really trust anything anymore. And I'm just like, listen, here's the thing: do you want to understand what a 95% chance of winning actually really means? You know, I want you to play the I want you to play the XCOM and see how well you do with a 95% chance to hit.
I mean,
Because that 95%
guessing.
chance is not 100% chance.
All it ever is guessing and estimating, and you can get a degree of accuracy from it, but it's never a sure thing anyway. And I mean, neither is that 95%.
The way I see it is, ooh, Galen decided to skip a little bit there. I don't know what's going on today. Maybe I need to reboot. Oh well.
Maybe.
Anyway, wow. Maybe it's just retro rock. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, the thing is,
Yeah,
it's more than just the fact that 95% is not 100%, but also, you might want to subtract another 10% because
sadness.
I know that feel, Cloud. Oh, damn it, it's downstairs, so I have to go get it now.
April's saying fundamentally that a lot of polling, like, after they were so wrong, after they were relatively wrong in 2016, has been, like, changing how they look at this stuff. Oh, yeah, and we have a lot more early numbers than we did in 2016, so that's... The polls now are more certain than they could have possibly been in 2016.
I don't think I agree.
I mean,
the way I look at it is you can't trust polls at all anyway. The only thing that we can really count on is that, one, how much can we count on countermeasures for the Republican cheating? And we can't trust the Democrats to do anything about it. So it's got to be at the state level. Because the Republicans cheat. It's all they do. It's all they know how to do. It's like, even when they're winning, they cheat. Even when they're running, unopposed, they cheat. Their whole stick is cheating. And the Democrats are just like, well, please don't cheat, and then they do absolutely nothing about it.
it's that Innuendo Studios video about how about liberalism and how they basically just believe in the system. Mm-hmm. And I mean, on the other hand, though, you can't really blame people for trying to make some sense of what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's real. Oh my god, there goes
Oh
Cloud.
god, Cloud ate shit.
Yeah, he dead as shit.
To be fair, you've equipped a lot of magic materia on him, so his max health is very low.
It is. Look at Tifa. Tifa is like at 33 something or other.
Voter tampering is egregious and terrible, but not as bad as it could have been.
So, I should probably take some material off of Cloud.
It does feel like... It feels like both sides are taking things more seriously, which is weird, right? Because, like, on the one hand, the Republicans or Republican supporters are like macing the bipartisan group marching to the polls, or the what was that thing it was only a couple days ago where like a Biden entourage was like stopped on the highway by a bunch of fuckers.
It was the Biden campaign bus, and they got they basically got, it was some fucking Mad Max shit. A whole, like 100 of the Trump supporters and trucks showed up, ran a campaign bus off the road, and I'm just like kind of flabbergasted by that.
Well, yeah, it's not directly voting, but it's more. I'm more talking about like the attitudes of both sides. Like that kind of shit wasn't happening in 2016. Both sides are just going a little more wild, taking it a little more serious, and it's odd.
Yeah, it feels like, we're coming down to the wire here. It feels like, if we don't do something now, this is going to determine whether this country, to even exist down a few years down the road.
Yeah.
God damn it, I thought I had a tent.
That's kind of what I think too. Like that's what it feels like. You do have loco weed.
I mean, no.
That's what the item said. I'm just reading the name off of your own screen.
Okay, well, the good news is I got what I came for. And I don't super care about growing the materia in Yuffie's weapon slot.
That's fair. If there's any of them you really want to grow, you can always put them in the other one.
Yeah.
Canada, please take the... Look, Canada would love to do that, but A, Canada's got some of its own problems, and B, I don't think the rest of the U.S. would give up the economic growth of the entire western coast.
I don't know. There's a lot of folks in the Midwest who would like to see Canada, and who would like to see Canada, California, and the rest of the West Coast all gone. It's like the Midwest. There's a lot of Trumpers who don't seem to understand, first of all, just how conservative the Midwest is.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, not the Midwest. I'm mixing my words up. Anyway, there's a lot of folks in the Midwest who don't seem to understand just how conservative that the West Coast is, especially California. Once you get outside of San Francisco and LA, it's really conservative.
And I mean, Oregon. Well, I mean, you know how conservative Oregon is, but like Portland has the same kind of big city makes it liberal vibe that the big cities you named in California do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that Oregon, first of all, has an enormous amount of white supremacists and Nazis. Like,
a few too many.
Yeah, I mean, compared to other states, Oregon is pretty fucking crazy in that regard. But the reason for that is the other thing that people forget about Oregon. It was explicitly established as a white supremacist state.
Yeah.
And okay, so let's see if Brad and his sister are ready to fuck yet.
April, or so are we good on if they can breed, we're just breeding the two of them with another of the same nut?
Okay, I can't pick that one yet.
Alright, you gotta do more fighting.
No, mine. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just fly over and heal up back in Yunnan. I got what I came for at the Crash Garnica, and that was like one of the only,
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
Hey.
goodness, the Feast with a raid.
Fish raid. Thank you for the raid, Fish.
How many people is that even? Raiding with the party or two? So I guess they brought back the old limit of 2 people for a
Yep.
raid. Well, you won't hear me complaining.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it was, and it was fine.
Yeah, I'm still farming Chocobo.
Chocobo.
I'm being an irresponsible Chocobo breeder.
Those 2 are brother and sister. That one's not old enough yet. Nah, keep trying. Give him the nut.
What nuts should I give them, though? I feel like...
I think we're supposed to. Which Chocobo has better stats? Oh, okay. We want to race whichever one has better stats first.
Yeah, I remember the races.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go heal up at Yunnan.
9
So,
races,
do I have
geez.
to wait for the Chocobo to grow up before I can race it, or...
No, I think just breeding. I mean, maybe. I don't know, but I don't think so.
I mean, I'm sure, I'm sure April can, tell me. Hollow Knight hit less is kind of hard. I mean,
That's
a
crazy.
sock.
I can't do hitless. I'm not consistent enough to not ever get hit. I'm usually more of the kind of player who likes to have a. I'm much more comfortable having at least a couple. Thank you. You have a good night as well, Arcturus. I usually like to have at least a couple hits of like leeway that I can work with.
Good night, Arcturus. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna go ahead and
Work
save.
it. Make it. Do it. Makes us.
Yeah, so I never thought I would do this quest because the last time I played through the game, which was about 10 years ago, I didn't bother. But there's just something fun about, you know, fucking around with this, and it gives me something to do. I mean, more content, right?
Yeah.
And I got the other side quest I wanted to do, so that's taken care of. So after we get nights around and maybe some of the other things that are poking around, I might just go and tackle Sephiroth. Because I am probably not going to do the weapon.
Try to get Cloud. Or what do you need to do to get Cloud's ultimate weapon?
What do I do with the what?
How do you get Cloud's ultimate weapon? I feel like he deserves a big shiny sword.
I mean, Cloud don't deserve shit, but you know what? Now I'm wondering.
I think you just fight Ultima weapon in the sky. I think, but I might be crazy.
He got something called Heaven's Cloud, which is that's a very nice one. I didn't realize I had that. Go ahead and switch to that.
Decreases all elemental attacks by half, but it has no things at all. After pierce the heavens, plow the heavens. After plow the heavens, sow the heavens.
After that, take the heavens out the dinner.
Yep. Put a cigarette in the heavens.
Okay, so I feel like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to the Crash Garnica, because I get some decent XP out of that.
Yeah. And you could use the money.
Yeah, I could use the money, because I do need to buy more shit for the birds.
There'll be more greens, I think, and there'll be more, yeah.
Where the hell is my goddamn sub? I'm always getting lost around here.
I'm literally right here.
Save it for Katie, Kitty.
I wouldn't even refer to myself as a sub except for to make that joke, by the way.
Someone please clip that. Because that needs to be preserved for posterity.
I love preserving my posterior. I love you.
I love you too. I have to say, playing through this game on stream has been really rewarding.
I can see that. It's a good game to do it because, like, I don't know, a lot of JRPGs. Okay, you saw how I tried to do Final Fantasy VIII and I abandoned it quickly. 8 has a problem. You're incentivized to sit there spamming draw for like 100 years early on to get as much of every magic as you can, because that gives you way more power than leveling up ever would.
Yeah. No, Final Fantasy VIII, I said it before and I'll say it again. Final Fantasy VIII is the second worst game I've ever played. Okay,
It's
you know
like-
what? I'm thinking about it, it might be the third worst.
What jumped the queue? What got under it?
Okay, the new number 2 is Medal of Honor Pacific Assault. Holy fucking
Oh.
shit, that game is so fucking bad.
That's fair. It's still one of
Thank you
my
for the
it's still one of my like top 5 Final Fantasies because it hit me young mostly, and I'm willing to admit that like the way the game system incentivizes you is weird and wrong, but I still think it's that thing again where, remember last we were talking Kingsfield, last Kingsfield stream, we're talking about like playing games for fun versus story. I like the story and aesthetic of that game enough to put up with its less than good gameplay.
If the gameplay were more like Final Fantasy VII, I would probably like it more.
That's fair.
But
I'm also a huge sucker for QuickTime events in JRPGs because it gives you something to do during the fight, and it had way more of them. Like all the limit breaks were some kind of QuickTime event.
My issue with Final Fantasy VIII is, well, you've heard me say this before, gameplay over story every goddamn time.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VIII, no matter what you might think of the story, the gameplay just does not hold up.
It's like this, except all of the like leveling and building your characters feels like weird and off and unintuitive. Like materia is such a simple system and customizable.
Yeah, it is.
Guardian Forces were a mess. Guardian Forces were a cool, interesting idea, but they were a mess in execution.
Let's see what my boss does. Ooh, never mind. Damn, I got a water ring.
Yay! Thank you for the clip, by the way, April. I don't think I said that, but
Yeah, I said it, but Kitty was talking, so I couldn't say it too loud. I didn't
Aw.
want to interrupt.
aww.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh no. Oh god. Cloud, what are you doing? Cloud? Cloud?
Why the fuck would you fucking shit cock? Come on. You're an awful Cloud.
Jesus Christ, just fucking murder the whole party.
Yep, that's the end of that. Never mind.
Damn.
And that's why I didn't do the quest on Nika when it first became available, because holy shit.
There's a... Do you want to hear a worse version of that?
Yes, please.
In Persona 3... Yeah, Persona series always have a big, like, Arcana theme, and so the last boss has, like, one form for each of the major Arcana in Tarot.
Mm-hmm.
And when it gets to the lovers, it can charm your party. And if it happens to charm one of your healers, At that point in the game, they have a spell that just full heals, and the boss phases at different points in its health. It's not like a new health bar every phase. So if it's possible for it to charm one of your healers, and then on their turn they full heal the boss, and now you have to do another, like, what is Lovers? If you're going through the Arcana, Lovers is like in the teens, so that's about like 10 plus phases worth of health you have to refight through while it's still in its Lovers form.
Jesus Christ on a bug.
At that point, it would be better to just reset.
Christ.
This happens often enough to be a meme in the Persona 3 community.
That's hilarious.
Because of course you want to bring your healer to the big bad boss fight. You need a healer. Okay, but Genkar, it's a like 20 something phase boss fight. You need a healer, right?
That's kind of the thing about JRPGs, you know, there's always that moment where, you know, certain characters are just a liability.
Yeah. Or
like,
the game
for example,
just has some
Vincent.
kind of... What was that?
For example, fucking Vincent. I love
mean,
Vincent as a character. Bringing him along is... Never mind. We're not doing that.
He's fine if you build around him, but you can't rely on him for anything except doing damage once you limit breaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you could theoretically have a party with him and the other two characters are capable of healing, but they better not die.
Yeah, that's real. So I've done everything in here. I'm just running around.
Fighting.
Yeah, getting money, getting that green.
Getting that. Wait, what color is Gil? I feel like it's coins, so like yellow.
Yeah, probably yellow. What? Oh my god, really?
Don't let him do it again, no! Cloud, you fuck. Just hit him. Have someone hit him.
Never mind.
Okay, fight's over, good.
Yeah, took care of that problem.
Shit, I was gonna say something else. Something about JRPGs. Oh, so the other thing is that JRPGs are one of the best things about JRPGs as a genre is that when you get these complex battle systems, that you get some weird bullshit that just breaks it, like the boss can charm your healer and full heal itself, but also like what's it called? There's a materia combination that makes you functionally immortal, like one where whatever the attached materia is, you do that when you die, and you take Phoenix because it's a summon that resurrects everyone in your party. So when this person dies, everyone else will get resurrected, so you're guaranteed to never lose as long as you can bring that person back up.
That is, yeah.
I love shit like that. I love how breakable stuff is. Or Final Fantasy Tactics, ninja with bare hand or monk with dual wield. You never have to buy this character a weapon again, and they're doing more damage than anyone else. Easily.
Yeah, Elixir the undead boss and instant kill it. Like,
that's always fun.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't there a fight in Final Fantasy VIII that did that?
There were a couple. There was one in 10 as well where you fought something and then you fought the undead version of it, but the undead version of it, you could use anything. I think the president or mayor or whatever that fucking
yeah,
weirdo
it was a boss fight on a train.
in the train. Yep.
So I remember scanning it and finding out that it was undead, and I'm like, huh. I wonder if Phoenix Down will kill it. And it turns out it did.
Yep. In 10, it was a big serpent thing that you fought underwater. Trying to think of what else. That's like practically a trope for Final Fantasy. Like that's a thing that Final Fantasy has done often.
Yeah, and no, it didn't make logical sense because no, they're technically dead, yes. So if you revive them, then they're not dead anymore.
The whole positive energy, negative energy thing.
Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can,
I think some versions of Dungeons and Dragons had a version of that too, where like undead would be healed by negative energy. So if a cleric had a harm spell, it would heal zombies, but a regular cure spell would hurt them.
Okay, he's not ready yet.
You should just do the full 18 fights. I don't know how many it's been, but like, I don't know.
I'm probably gonna have to do the full 18. Well, let's see. I'll just run around and do a couple more fights.
Or you could do the races, actually, yeah, because if we're probably gonna be doing the green one for the races anyway.
Just to be safe. No, more content is always fine, right?
That's what you got me here for.
No, I'm not going back to Crash Galnica. I'm just gonna
Fight the grass.
do some gardening here.
Do some gardening.
There is a materia or some other item that lets you attack twice. And I would love to know where it is. Because I had that on Yuffie when I played this back a decade ago, and she was doing insane amounts of damage.
Did you ever play any of Final Fantasy 12?
I played through maybe about half of it, and then I got into a fight with the boss I just couldn't handle, and I really quit.
I got real deep into it. So okay, they fixed some of this in the international version, which if you get the HD re-release, you get the international version. But in the original, so there were fights. There were like all the last hunts in the game were so incredibly stupid. I didn't even get to the very last one. I forget what it was called. Yazmat, I think. I did the final Gilgamesh fight, and it took me 2 hours.
Jesus.
Because your whole strategy is there's a spell that lets someone, or there's a buff that basically makes it so all enemies will target this person. So you buff whoever you want your tank to be, double their health bar, and then there's that game's version of the zombie status is actually more than just zombie. It's all damage heals you and all healing damages you.
Huh.
But so if the boss is wailing on you, they're just healing you. But there is no way to perfectly keep these buffs up at all times. There will be a little bit of downtime where the person will take a couple of regular hits before you can reapply it. And then besides that, you're just having your character like wail on Enkidu and Gilgamesh and then like running triage where if someone dies, you have to quickly Phoenix down them and get all the buffs back up. It was ridiculous, and I'm surprised I did it, and I can't wait to do it in Zodiac Age where they've made that game make a little bit more sense at the top end.
Okay. Last year I played through Shadowheart's Covenant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the original Shadowheart I never actually finished because the final boss is Super Bullshit 64. Here's the thing about the final boss. For every turn you get, the final boss gets 2.
Okay.
And it is constantly casting all sorts of bullshit on you. Status effects and all that.
Mm-hmm.
No, so it took me, I took like 2 hours trying to beat it, and I eventually just gave up after like my 4th try because it was just so goddamn ridiculously hard. And one of these days I'd like to go back and finish it because I really like the Shadowhearts games. In fact, I would go so far as to say that the Shadowhearts Covenant is probably my favorite JRPG.
I gotta play that at some point.
I love it. I highly recommend it.
I might start getting into JRPGs as my Thursday games on my stream.
Alright, let's see if this little asshole's ready. Ah, he's ready! Okay, so
But-
let me see
Oh,
what...
we're not going to do that, April. Don't worry.
I mean, I emulated it, so...
Because you owned a legitimate copy, of course.
Bloby. Bobby. Bobby.
Well, that's because that's because you gave those one. That's because you.
So, do I give it to greens first?
Yeah, you give the green one 10 greens and then go race.
Okay, so... Wait, do I want to feed the green one? Because,
It's slightly better at the races, according to April. It doesn't slow down in the space section.
Okay, cause Nutty, cause here's Bloby. Bloby has slightly better stats and Okay, so let's see what we got here.
It's probably not
Fastest
that far
sprinter
off.
is Bloby. And Bloby has all of the best stats in the other category.
Yeah, but I mean, after you feed it 10 greens, it's probably still going to be faster, like fast enough to win the races by far.
So it doesn't really matter which one I give it to.
No, the main thing is that different colors have different effect in the races, and the green one is better.
Okay, so let me go ahead and save. And what green do I feed it again? I don't remember any of this. It was
Whichever
last
ones
week.
you,
I can't remember yesterday.
whatever green, I forget what the greens are called, but this should be the only greens that you have a whole bunch of. Because remember, you bought like a shit ton of them from the
Silkus green.
Silkus greens. Okay, yeah, because you bought a bunch of them from
Here we go.
the Chocobo
Yeah, there they are.
Hermit. You will have to buy more because there's going to be another Chocobo you need to race later, but yeah, the black Chocobo.
Okay, so I will feed. God damn, I gave these damn bird the dumbest fucking names.
While you're here, make sure you buy the last stable slot.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to.
Because I mean, you've got more than enough money at this point.
I think so too, yeah.
That fucking bounce dance they do is amazing every
I know,
time.
right? Okay, so goddamn, I do have a lot of money still.
Yeah, because you were getting like 7K or 7.5K like every fight back in the submarine crash area.
Okay, so that leaves me with 6 stables.
Yep. That should be enough, as far as I'm aware.
I'm probably gonna need at least one more.
I guess it depends on if you need to. Oh wait, so okay, so you have the two. They made a green and blue. The green and blue make a black. You get an excellent. The black and an excellent mate for a gold chocobo. So if you don't get rid of anything, you need 7.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and load Nutty onto the ship. I can't remember if you had to bring them with you if you want to race them.
I don't think you did, but I don't remember.
Giddy up!
It did a little crouch for one frame. Squat.
Just fucking side quest. What? What? It's like this perfect mix of tedious and fun. It's like playing an Ubisoft game.
Which you would know about, of course.
Yeah, I literally just finished one. Okay, no way. I should probably save.
Maybe. Oh, April says 6 is the max stables you can have, so you're just gonna have to release one of the birds at some point.
Oh, I'll release the wild one then. They can go fucking peace in the wilderness. I'll get that hot cloaca action without
Cloaca. Uncloaca.
yeah, without us having to watch.
Without us having to watch. Look, what if I wanted to watch, though?
Kitty,
Yeah,
that's what E621 is for.
that's fair. Okay, chat. Somebody, probably April. Count down every race that we do. So we know when it's been 9.
Okay, yeah, we gotta count them down. Is it just me, or does this place have a bit of a don't hug me, I'm scared vibe?
I can see it. It's a little bit too genuine, though, I think.
And then there's this bullshit.
I kind of want to show you the gold saucer in Final Fantasy XIV. Because it's similarly like we just built a casino in the middle of like fucking nowhere, desert. But because it's Final Fantasy XIV, it's a little bit more like accurately sized when you're inside it. It's huge. You get lost in there.
Okay, let's do this short course.
Yeah, because there's no real benefit to doing the long course, as far as I'm aware.
Unless you're bored.
Yeah, unless you just love this minigame. Well, I think both, actually, because, yeah. Well, rather, it's the owner and his son. I think it's his son. Bum, 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 bada, bum, bum, bada, bada, bum, 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 bum. I think you're a little bit faster than the rest of them.
On your left. Holy shit. Look at this bullshit. They're not even around the loop yet.
You can see them through the wall. Oh my god. If this had multiple laps, you would lap them easily.
Yes. On the left.
On your left again. Burn through your stamina. Go.
God
Go
damn.
fast. Jesus Christ.
And now I have to wait for them to show up.
That you.
That woohoo! Yeah, the fucking country music remix of this fucking song. Oh my god. I got enough time here to make. Oh, here we go. Never mind.
Make a sandwich?
Yeah. Okay, so
Hey,
I'll take the item.
hey June.
Yes.
Hey June.
And I just know it, I can feel it, yeah, they're making eggs. Quack, 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 quack. Let me in, I'm trying to walk. Let me in, I'm trying to walk. I said, let me in.
Anyway, so that's one down.
Welcome back, Necro.
Thank you. I actually messaged Kitty. I was like, I'm gonna be back in a few minutes. Just get June's attention when I get back, so I could do that. I was like, I'm gonna do a thing.
You
And then
did
you-
the thing.
And
I
then you
did
did
the
the
thing.
thing.
And I would like you to never do the thing again.
Oh, I'm gonna do the thing. You think you can stop me?
Pokemon Omega Ruby speedrunner at the end of the game. 9-minute credits. Yeah, that sounds about right.
The game board is like way out of everybody else's league.
Some of my favorite bullshit for speedruns is when you get tasks that are like, okay, shortest task ever. It's not technically a win, but someone did it. Oh my god, when you boost, you go so fucking fast. Someone RNG manipulated the hell out of a task of NetHack. I think NetHack? Yeah, that's the roguelike, right?
One of the originals.
So you turn on, you make sure that you have auto pickup turned on, and you basically spawn a character that picks up a artifact that spawns on the same square that you spawn on, and it kills you because it's the wrong alignment.
That
So
is
you-
amazingly bullshit.
So you lose on turn 0.
So, well, I mean, I guess if it's the death percent speed run, I guess.
Yep.
I've seen 2 speed runs that are like, I think they're technically the shortest tasks ever. One is for, I think the game's called King's Bounty. It's on the Sega Genesis. It's very random, and apparently you can beat it in about a second and a half with just, really good luck manipulation.
Yeah, because like doesn't the task of that have like the thing you need to finish the game just
Yeah,
spawn?
it's like right there. Yeah, it's right there. And the other thing, the shortest task ever is technically 0 seconds, and it was uploaded on April Fool's Day, and it was the Barney the dinosaur game for the Sega Genesis.
Oh no.
Because technically speaking, if you could play the Barney game and just walk around and jump, you're supposed to find kids. That's like it's like a hide and seek game.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
But here's the thing: at any point, if you stop doing any inputs, Barney starts moving around by himself, and he will seek out the kids on his own. So technically speaking, if you never do any input, the idle animation is beating the game.
And tasks are measured by their like first input to last input. So if there's
Yeah.
no input,
Yeah, 0 input tasks.
that's fucking fantastic.
Well, the only input is starting the game, and then
That's fair.
boom, it ends. So it's
Okay,
like
so yeah.
start the game, and then the very next frame end the tasks, and literally you just, because a lot of tasks is, they end it like if the character, like Mario, has to hit the goal, like if he has
Yeah.
enough momentum to hit it without input, they'll
Yeah,
end
it's
it
not-
early.
It's
Yeah.
last input, yeah.
Yeah, so technically speaking, the only input is pressing start, and the game will beat itself off.
I think the one that I mentioned, the NetHack one, was also an April Fool's entry, and the other April Fool's entry I liked was the infinite length task. Did you ever see that?
I don't think I've heard of an infinite length one.
So it's a series of inputs that loop, and as long as they keep looping, you will play through a portion of Mario 2, actual, like JP Mario 2.
Oh.
And then you'll go into one of the pipes that sends you back a few levels, and then you'll just complete
Oh.
again.
Okay.
So
yeah.
as long as these inputs are running, you will the game is playing itself, but you will never actually complete it.
There you go. That is infinite.
There's a Super Mario Bros. Task that's 0.78 seconds.
There was a speed run Oh, well, not a speed run. It's the opposite of a speed run. There's a thing you can do in Metroid, the original Metroid, where you enter a password, and it's like one of those bizarre passwords that like is like readable. Like it's something with a dirty word too. It's something like "fuck me sideways" or some shit like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, if you input it, the game it gives you like all the items and everything, but the game like glitches the hell out because the password tells the game's logic that you've been playing the game for something like 3 billion years. And the NES cannot deal with that.
No, signed integers stop at. Oh god, I forget what the number is, but like there's a stopping point for that.
Let me see if I can
in
find that.
Fallout 4, and I would presume Fallout 76 as well, except nobody's been able to get that far. If you level up to something like some insanely high level, I think it was something like 53,000 and change, it crashes the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so I found
it's a math issue. It's like the game can't handle level above a certain number.
Yeah, because of how computers handle numbers, basically.
So the password is actually engage Ridley motherfucker.
Engage Ridley.
Yeah. And basically it's it crashes most versions of Metroid because of that weird behavior. But the weird thing is, like, I think there was a virtual console version that you could use that, like, if you didn't have like the proper firmware updates and shit, like I think it was the Switch or it might have been the 3DS. And I think that like the original, like if you didn't have a firmware update for the system, you couldn't do a hard reset.
Oh, interesting.
So you could basically soft brick the console.
Wow.
The only way to get it to fix itself is to let the battery drain completely and then charge it.
Wow.
There
Yeah.
was the 2 billion thing, Jenkar. I kind of knew that because of a thing in Hearthstone where there was a combo that let you get that much armor, but if you went over that amount, you would just go down to 0 armor.
Well, I just beat a game last Friday, Final Fantasy Legend on Game Boy, that had an overflow glitch, technically. That with the human characters, the only way that their agility and their power stats go up is by drinking potions. Mm-hmm. And it stops displaying new numbers at 99, but it can go up to 255.
And if you go to 256, you go down.
Yeah, it loops you around.
There's the test of the non-New Game Plus True End task of Chrono Trigger for the SNES.
Mm-hmm.
Involves overflowing Lavos's health with a healing item.
Yeah. Like, there's a popular misconception about Final Fantasy Mystic Quest on the SNES where if you do a cure spell to the last boss, he gets damaged, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people interpreted that as that he's undead. He's actually not flagged as undead.
It's just an overflow.
Yeah, it's an overflow. It's an underflow because technically what happens is you heal him, and he goes into the negative, and then it it does massive damage to get it to that hit point level. So if you use the cure spell again, he heals normally. I mean, you're technically are healing him, but it just goes into the negative and underflows.
Well, it's an overflow. It's an overflow if the number goes up and then wraps around to down. It's an underflow if you were to subtract from a number and then it goes to the top. So that's an overflow, I think. Yeah,
because you're not, it's an overflow because you're healing him.
Yeah.
So Paul, what was your question?
What was that, June?
Paul had a question for us.
Okay.
So, what was your question, Paul? While we're waiting for Paul, I was thinking, do you remember the VII playing Overflow from Doom?
I remember that was your screen name for a little while.
Yeah. Okay, that was actually Do movie extras count for 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon? Or do
When I used to play that back in the day, you couldn't use extras. They had to have a line. They had to
I
be
feel
credited.
like-
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good way to make a easy mode of 6 degrees of
Well,
Fahrenheit.
because I think that, like, especially if you're going to play that today, like, you have to be able to look it up. So, like, they have to be listed on IMDb or something.
that's
you know
fair,
what I mean?
that's
Like to prove it. You know what I mean?
So anyway, the vid plane overflow bug. Now you won't see it in most source ports these days, but
Yeah. I mean, I do know what it is, but I just was
Yeah,
remembering
but
that was your screen name.
yeah, I'll talk about it for those who don't know though. The thing about the vid plane overflow is, okay,
Nice, Paul.
okay, number 2 might be a problem. Anyway, nope, never mind. Get the fuck off my screen, asshole!
He's walking with his tits, mommy.
Anyway, so the thing about the vid plane overflow is, okay, so the way the game engine works is that everything is sort of divided up into pieces the way it renders the game, and so, but more importantly, you would have a plane would be like a flat surface, like a single flat surface would be. Let's say you have a ceiling and there's like 5 light fixtures on it, and the light fixtures are like square shaped. So what you would be seeing is 6 flat surfaces on the ceiling plus whatever's on the floor. And so that's basically a simple enough concept, right?
Yeah.
A vid plane, those are called vid plane, and after a certain number of visible vid planes that you can see on the screen at any one moment, if you see more than a certain number, the game will crash. And most of the time, this is only an issue that you see in like fan-made maps and stuff like that.
Where they're
Like
trying
you
to
got
get you
off of
fancy.
AOL or whatever. But here's the funny thing. Do you remember Text Quest?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Text Quest, one of the very last levels, had the vid plane overflow issue in it.
I guess you have to probably stand in a specific place or something. To
Yeah, you
trigger
have
that.
basically you have to have a certain number of, and it's not just ceilings, it's both ceilings and floors. Like a certain, like if you look at a certain staircase, that can, depending on how short the staircase is, you can actually trigger the error.
Interesting.
But that's only if you're playing in like vanilla Doom, right?
Yeah, vanilla on certain very old version source ports. Oh, I'm A rank now.
There was an arcade game with it was possible to die twice simultaneously, and you could use that to underflow your lives to 255 if you died.
That
if
is
you did it in
great.
one life.
Do you remember what game it was?
No, I'm gonna.
Let me see if I can Google it.
It was a spaceship shooter type thing.
Sinistar.
Yes, it was Sinistar.
Yeah.
I think I know that game.
Yeah, I know that game.
Because Sinistar was like a big thing in the middle, right? If you died to one of the ships, Sinistar, it didn't stop Sinistar from killing you as well simultaneously.
And that the game counted as dying twice.
Yep. And so
Yeah.
it's like, all right, I'll subtract 1. All right, you're at 0. I'll subtract 1. You're at -1. I don't know what that is. 255. Here you go. Max lives. Any new babbies? Not yet. We need to we need this chocobo to be powerful before we can trust the babbies it makes.
Yeah, so we're racing this one. We're racing the mama.
So there's
Did we
no.
race the mama for the first generation?
Yes. Or I don't know.
No, I think we
forget which
raced the daddy. We raced Bobby. No, fuck you! Get out of my way!
Jesus. You just looked at the election stuff, and there's no electoral votes counted yet. But if you guys are interested, the Democrats are a little bit ahead on the Senate right now.
Nice.
Ah,
Good.
that's good news.
It's 35 to 30. right now.
A clean start.
No, I heard something. There was like this really teeny tiny little district with like 5 voters. They were the
I mean,
first
every
ones to
single one of
report,
them.
and they
Yeah.
all voted for Biden.
Nice.
I'm gonna,
It's a
no,
broken
I'm
system,
gonna
but at
go
least they're
back and
voting right.
save.
I will accept some good news, thank you.
It's something, right?
Yeah, we need all the good news we can get.
Yeah, I mean, if we can get the Democrats in the Senate, then they might be slightly less useless.
You know, I like thinking about it like from a perspective of like the world looking at us right now. Like, oh, look at that! They got 2 right-wing parties.
Yeah,
Like, basically, if you think about it, it's the presidential election is between a Republican and a Nazi.
Yeah.
God, that is so true. What blows my mind is that there's still liberals out there who think, you know, that this is like some big left-right type deal. but not too left,
Yeah.
and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, growing up in America, what's your exposure to real left? It's nutcases on the internet.
I saw
Like
a
us.
thing that placed it like it had a very like it was a very globalist perspective, and it had like the political spectrum and where certain people would fall, and this thing counted Barack Obama as being center right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was.
Yeah.
Because he campaigned on, you know, slightly center-left values, but as soon as he was in office, he moved hard to the right.
But the thing is, like, regardless of that, you figure the Republicans should have loved him. If he was white, they would have loved him.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
would have
that's
been.
real.
They would have been licking his balls every day. But because he was black, they had to portray him as this like far left socialist maniac who's going to take all your guns and replace them with pot.
And like Bernie Sanders is still only like a bit left of center. He's not even like
They had him on the left, but
he's the socialism that everyone's scared of, and on a global scale, he's like 2 out of 10 left.
yeah.
If 0
I think
is center.
out of all the presidents that were listed there, because it wasn't only presidents, it was
Yeah.
also other historical figures, but the one that was the furthest left was FDR.
I'll buy that.
Oh, these little assholes are gonna be a problem, aren't they? Get the
This
fuck out of my way.
was race 8.
See if I
Yeah.
can find. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I think this is right 8.
I think so. Also, these fucking cheaters with their purple chocobos and white chocobos. That's not a color you can breed. They probably
No,
paint-
they probably like painted the poor things.
My bad. None of the presidents are on the left.
Oh,
They didn't list any. The most familiar name is Bernie Sanders. He's like halfway to the left.
okay. Yeah, I mean, he is a proper socialist, so.
I mean, he's
Just to the right of Gandhi.
Gandhi was a monster.
Yeah, but I mean.
But his
whether-
politics were left. He was
Yeah,
a
his-
leftist monster.
Yeah, there were plenty of leftist monsters.
I mean, you know, Lenin,
Yeah.
Chomsky.
Chomsky was bad?
Well, I guess he wasn't that bad, but Mugabe was really bad.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Alright. I should eat something. I will be right back. I'm at least going to put something in the microwave.
Okay, go do a food. I think it's like race 9, maybe.
You want to
Yeah,
hear something?
This is race 9.
You want to hear something really crazy about this political compass thing?
What?
Like really insane, is that Ronald Reagan is further to the right than Hitler.
That's not crazy. That makes complete sense to me.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Well, yeah, but it's just like one of those things where you're like, holy shit, you know, because they have Reagan as being almost all the way to the right, and Hitler is like, well, he's more near the top, obviously, but he's only slightly to the right.
The thing, yeah, Hitler, the Nazis, they used a lot of socialist messaging and stuff like that, but it was all window dressing. for what
And
they
it was
really
just
wanted.
they use the terminology. That's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
God, just fucking get. Okay, hopefully.
So technically speaking, the most leftist president that's listed here is George Washington.
Makes sense.
I mean, he was against having political parties at all, so.
Oh, I'm against having political party too. As far as I'm concerned,
Yeah,
only thing we should
the
be
food is
voting for
awful.
Guillotine.
You missed what I said. You said I'm against having political parties too. I said, yeah, the food is awful.
Okay, so that was race 9, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the item. Congratulations, you came in first. Wow, that's great. Looks like you don't have any rivals in the A rank anymore. But no, do the rank that's full of those Chocobo. And the next race on, that Chocobo is S rank. Joe's usually in that group too, so good luck. I am not gonna do that. I am gonna go. So, I guess that does mean that I'm done here, so let's run back.
You're never done. You'll be back. Cortana, kick me in the Jimmy.
Have I ever told you that you have serious problems?
See, you gotta stop missing the Halo streams. There's so many great moments that you've missed out on. Somebody was talking about how the Master Chief has like force feedback in his suit, and then somebody else said that well, Cortana could kick him in the balls. And I said, yeah, but he probably requests that. And I said, Cortana, I'm about to engage the enemy. Kick me in the Jimmy.
Okay, Karen Mats. Alright. I should probably...
And I did it at the very end of the stream when that like that portal-looking person comes down, and is like yeets the Master Chief away with her. You know what I'm talking about? It's like this like
you mean
robot
343
floating thing.
Guilty Spark?
Say that again. You broke up a little.
You mean 343 Guilty Spark, that little chatty robot?
Well, they didn't say the name of it yet, but it just at the end of the level popped up, and it was like, "Oh, Chief, come with me," and he teleports away, and then you hear Cortana like, "Chief, I've lost your signal, Chief, Chief," and I just go, "Cortana, kick me in the Jimmy." Yeah, it's a male goose, Ralphie.
No, that's a gander. I think you're thinking of the evolution from Haunter.
Oh, Gengar, yeah. Apparently, one of the guys that works for Cinemassacre has this massive collection of Pokemon shit, and it's literally all Gengar shit.
That's hilarious.
Like like an entire room dedicated to just Gengar stuff. And I'm thinking, like, I want to watch this video, kind of, but then, like, it started off, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Mike Matei." I'm like, "Oh, no, done. Done." But apparently it was like he's been going around looking at people's collections of things, and one of them is like, one of these dudes has like everything Gengar related that's ever been released.
That is amazing. I wish I could win money from the Chocobo races.
I mean, you get items, don't you?
Yeah,
you get
but
item tickets.
I don't give a shit about that.
But you could sell those for money, so I mean.
$20? I wanted a peanut.
$20 can buy you many peanuts.
Explain.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Woohoo!
You know what? I can't remember if I saved or not, so never mind.
Save again.
I was gonna say.
Save early, save often.
It might just save your life.
So we're trying to breed a black Chocobo, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The result of this should be a black Chocobo. Or that's what we want the result to be.
That is white Chocobo genocide.
I mean, you don't see any white chocobos except for the one in the race and the one by the
See?
chocobo hermit.
See? We're the real minority.
Put on the mouth, queen.
Uh,
Oh my god. Alright, let's make brother and sister fuck.
Give him the horny nut.
I mean, I've seen that video.
We've all
I'm
seen
sure you
that,
have.
that dojin.
It's like there was I forgot what it was called, but there was a porn site where like literally any video of two people of a similar race was labeled as brother sister or whatever, you know, like it, and some of it was just like obviously they're married or whatever, or they were boyfriend, but they would just label it that way. And like in some of these videos, like I'd seen on other sites with completely different titles, but they were all labeled as weird incest videos. And so I remember seeing that and I was just like, ugh, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know, and I forget the name of it, right? But then I was telling it to one of my friends who shall remain nameless to protect the guilty. And I was like, yeah, I saw this weird site where like every fucking video was a brother-sister thing, even if it wasn't, especially if it wasn't. And then he immediately says the name of the website.
The self-report.
And I was just like, wow, I guess you've been there.
April says BLM. Howie?
Yeah.
Oh, I like Howie.
Look at the kerning on that.
Yeah, it's pretty. Oof.
That is bad. That
Okay.
eye was so far to the left. He voted for Sanders.
So what? Wait, what was that? A male?
That was a girl.
That was a girl. Okay, so you need a wonderful quality male chocobo,
Yeah.
which means you need.
Don't we all?
Fair. Which means you probably just want to get rid of both of the yellows at this point.
So okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to let mom and dad go. Oh, I got your
Don't worry.
grandparents now. Unfortunately.
She's a strong black female chocobo that don't need no man.
How weird is it that, like, Final Fantasy's interpretation of what a black chocobo would look like is a purple chocobo?
Right? Like,
And it has always been that way.
Yeah.
So I think the first game with black chocobos was 5, and it was like, dude, that's purple.
Are we sure that it's maximum 6 stables? Because
Yes.
it's like 10.
Yeah, but you can't use the other 4.
They're for government use only.
They're not for you.
We don't have enough room to run out more than 6.
This is not for you.
Wonderful chocobos can be captured on the tracks near the Icicle Inn. Wonderful chocobos are always accompanied by an enemy called the Jumping, the bunnies, but not by any enemies called Bandersnatches. So, okay, so you can... Other people got a red too.
Okay. That helps.
So you know what enemy party comp to look for. That'll always be a wonderful chocobo. You just need to make sure you get a couple so that you can be sure you've got a male.
But if you see Bandersnatches at all, even if it's mixed with jumplings, she's saying that it won't be wonderful.
Yeah, you're looking for only enemy party composition should be only jumpings.
Bye, birdie.
What?
Don't worry, those two birds. Your genetics will live on in this barn.
There's a KFC nearby that's going to be very pleased.
Bye, birdie.
You served us well, Burby.
Which
I'll miss
one is
you.
extra crispy?
They should have made the bird so cute in this game.
Right?
Well, if you want ugly, look at the chocobos in 8. They're weird, beady little eyes.
Okay, my food is ready.
Wait a minute. To talk about the Nate are like really ugly. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Are they?
Sarah's saying the same thing.
You got. Okay, I need to see a screenshot of those.
They're weird. They made them look a little bit too much like real birds.
Oh,
Let me see.
Yeah, the
Someone
eyes are
post a
very...
link in the chat so we can all.
I have one ready. Hold on.
I am going to look at it.
Let me in, I'm trying to work.
It's not. Oh, hold on. Apparently, I don't know how to copy paste. Oh, because I tried to copy paste the image, not the URL. I'm very good at configuring.
Ah!
Yeah, I mean, that's not pleasant.
No!
It looks very fluffy, but the eyes then look very beady and threatening.
Yeah.
No, this looks like. Do you remember those?
And that's the Steam version with like some mods.
Yeah. Do you remember those weird paintings people did of like realistic Homer or realistic Mario and
Yeah.
with the same
Yeah.
proportions and all? Okay, this is realistic Big Bird, and I hate it.
Realistic Big Bird. Oh my God! April said the same thing at Sesame Street.
That's Sesame Street if you go past the tracks.
Oh Jesus! Never go
That's
past the
great.
tracks. All right, I'm muting again because my food's ready.
Okay. In that case, I am going to hop back in here. Okay, so I need to go to Icicle Land. So I guess that's where we're headed next.
I wonder if Lindsey Graham is going to lose. I said, I wonder if Lindsey Graham is going to lose the election.
Maybe.
Can you imagine?
I would like to
guy,
see
no
Mitch
less.
McConnell gone. I don't want him to lose the election. I want his evil black heart to give out.
Well, turtles do live a long time.
I mean, is it?
You
He's
shouldn't
like
have
all
banned the
me.
straws. Shouldn't have banned the straws.
I want him to. I want to turn him into turtle soup. Okay, I probably
sound like-
shouldn't
you-
have said
you sound
that
like-
on Twitch. Never mind.
You, s-
I'm just
you
joking,
sound like
FBI.
you sound like the Shredder. You're talking about the Ninja Turtles, right? Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
I do not understand turtle soup as a concept.
Well, I mean, people do eat turtles. I guess they're meat. I don't know.
I
mean,
gotta
people
find
eat,
out.
like,
I gotta find out
alligators and
material
shit.
for attacking twice.
The 2x cut. Yeah, I'll look into where it is for you.
Thank you. Because if you can find it, I find it very useful for
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 Yuffie. Especially if you can get it up to mastery and you get that 4x cut. It's in the research room in Galnica, which you need the submarine to get to.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of those things you kind of want to make a beeline for as soon as you can get it because it takes a lot to master. It's 150,000. I mean, you get 100,000 for 4x cut, 150,000 for mastery.
Okay, I thought I cleared out the Gelnica though.
It says it's in the research room. Make sure you don't have it in your inventory. You might have picked it up and forgotten about it. Yeah, see, you got the wolf there, so that's not a wonderful chocobo.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, see, like Star saying alligator's pretty, like, people eat alligator, like, people do eat reptiles, so I guess it's not that unusual that people eat turtle.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go.
I saw that happen on Epic Mealtime once.
Oh god damn it, I sent it to the stable by accident. Oh well.
Taupe. You tauped.
I totally tauped. Okay, you're gonna have to explain taupe to me.
I've explained it a few times, but okay. It was from Wayne, who was trying to spell the color taupe, you know, Taupe, but it got auto-corrected to TOPE, so it looked like, because we were talking about colors or something, and it looked like Wayne just randomly says taupe. And then we're like, how could it autocorrect to that? That's not even a word. And then we found that it is a word. It means to drink.
That is great.
So it became, like, a channel meme for, like, making a mistake or, or getting autocorrected. You got tauped.
Okay, time to ride this bird back.
That's what she said?
Back to the stable. Alright. Go back to the farm. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice. It's fun to stay at the TOP. You want to put it on Urban Dictionary. You know what's funny is back in the day I added a whole bunch of stuff to Urban Dictionary and about half of it got approved instantly and the other half just never did, and I just don't know what the criteria is.
That's weird.
Like I remember one of the things that it did take was throw some toes in the air.
What did it take?
Throw some toes in the air.
Throw some... Why?
I mean, it is something that I heard someone say, so it's not like I made it up.
Throw some toes in the air. That...
It was this dude I worked with, and he had some interesting euphemisms for sex. He said, throw some toes in the air, and he said, get my ears sweaty.
Okay. We're not gonna...
Yeah.
We're just gonna...
Wow.
Oh my god!
You,
Oh my
you,
god!
You...
The poop thing!
Womp, 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 womp.
Oh
you,
my god! I
you
wanna
can
give
save
him
it
a
for
hug!
Furcadia. You could save it for Furcadia. This is a wonderful chocobo.
Ah, the boy.
That's what you needed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You needed a wonderful male. You should name it Susan.
I came back just in time to see Depressibo.
Womp, 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 womp. Phil.
Work, work, work.
Phil?
Philil?
Philip. Oh, Philip.
I'm glad you like that, April.
The person.
Okay, you should like, but you should check that you see if you have that materia in your inventory, and if not, you should probably go get it now so that you could start building it up while you're doing this. Because you are fighting battle.
What's the
now
name of the
another-
material again?
It's either it might be called 2x cut or double cut, depending on which version of the game you're playing.
I
And
do
it's
not have it.
probably a yellow.
It's yellow, yeah.
I do not
So
have
just-
it.
yeah,
you
I
said
would-
it was
I
in
would
the
just-
Nico, right?
Yeah, I would take the trip to Gelnika. It says it's in the which room did it say? I just saw it. The research room in Gelnika.
Okay. I don't know where
So-
that is, actually.
Well, it says you gotta use the submarine to get to it.
I mean, I've been to the Galnica, I just don't know where the research room is.
Hold on, I'll tell you. It's entered from a door from the south, which links it to the entrance.
Huh. Maybe I haven't seen it. Maybe I'm just tripping.
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you check out what April's saying about wins on the chocobos, and you might also, and you make sure you also, because the only way to get the nut you're going to need to breed the gold chocobo is to steal it from a certain enemy, and I forget where.
Stealing
Okay.
nuts like a thief in the night.
Like a thief in the nut.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go visit the Chocobo Sales. What greens do I need? More of the same?
Same ones. Same ones. You just need 15 or 20 Silkus nuts.
I think that thing is getting closer.
Where's that asshole?
Does it look bigger? Did you get the conformer?
I did.
It's like in the same room.
Weird.
It says
No,
that
I
the
saw something that looked like a yellow material, but it didn't. It
You might
turned
have-
out to be some part of the background.
You might have been standing in the wrong spot to pick it up. It says that the conformers in the lower level of the room, and in the top right corner is the double cut materia. It's pink in the field. It's a yellow command materia, but it appears pink on the screen. Like I said, because you're fighting battles anyway to breed chocobos, you might as well just get a head start. Because you missed the thing, you might as well get a head start on building that materia.
Yeah, I will go ahead and buy it. I'm gonna need money for breeding anyway.
And April says you could steal Zeo nuts from goblins.
Okay. That should be enough, I think. Just same old carob nuts, right?
No, Zeo nut. Different.
Yeah, that's why I just said that you could steal them from goblins, according to
Okay.
April.
I had the volume down a little bit low because my ear is getting cranky, and I might actually end the stream soon. 'Cause of that.
Well, April's been keeping track on the guide, so it'll always be in chat if you need to reference it.
Yeah.
Okay, my ear had been bothering me for like the last half hour, so I am going to go ahead and
Oh no.
find the thing in the fucking trash Konika.
Yeah, get it before you. Oh, hello.
Hi, Gibbs.
Before you forget to.
Wow,
Really, Gibbs? You
Gibbs
really
is
gotta
guest
do-
starring on my stream. I feel so honored.
As you should.
But I have a question, actually. Your dog's names are Gibbs and Gunny, right?
Yeah.
Is that an NCIS reference?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't name them, but yeah, it is.
You know what?
Okay.
I should have figured. Your mom and dad are boomers, so.
Oh, yeah. They love that show. The idea was that they were going to get one dog and name him Gunny. But then when they decided to get the both of them, the second one wound up being Gibbs. And then Gibbs became my dog. The way you were lowering down onto the Gilnika, like, hey, baby, come here, we're going to reenact the Aerosmith cover. You know the one, Pump? Hey. I saw them on the tour, I was so drunk.
Alright, look at it now.
I love when Carl is sort of like almost the lovable character, but then he'll say something horrible every now and then.
just to make sure.
Yeah, like when he was talking about seeing Loverboy live, he just like casually admits to like sexually assaulting a woman.
Ew.
Yeah. He says something about like, I got the feel off of this passed out broad, and every time I hear that song, I think about her boobs covered in vomit. And I'm just like, wow, that's horrible. You're a horrible
worst.
person.
Yeah.
Takes me back. See, Sarah remembers the episode.
The same voice actor does a character in Steven Universe, and it's so weird because of course Steven Universe doesn't have that kind of humor, but like his voice is pretty goddamn distinctive.
That ham banana shit was fucked up. Well, you know what's funny is the guy who voices Carl also voices Meatwad. I don't know if you knew that.
I think
it's the same guy. So anytime Carl and Meatwad are talking to each other, it's really just this dude having a conversation with him. Hey, Meat Man. Oh, Carl, how's it going? You know,
that's pretty good range.
Hey, it is. I know it's very difficult to switch like that. It took me a while to get that shit down. And it took me way longer to be able to do Master Shake's voice. I may not move so that a child may live. That's what it does.
Okay, so where the hell is this guy?
Okay, so it says, hold on.
See that
It
yellow
says,
thing? I'm trying to pick it up. And
No, I
it's
know.
not-
Yeah, no, but it's not yellow on the screen. It's pink. And it says it's in the top right corner.
There it
It's
is.
probably not this room. Or is it?
There you go. You got it. No,
Yeah.
you got it.
Oh my god. You can just barely see a little
Cloud
bit of
is
pink.
Cloud is a sad boy.
Cloud is always a sad boy, whatever.
No, but I mean, he literally has the sadness status right
I
now.
know. Double Guffy.
So it does come with 2x cut. I would love to get 4x cut, but
Oh,
It's
June.
100,000 for Forex cut.
June, do recall that I think Yuffie has her ultimate weapon right now, which doesn't grow materia, so make sure it's in her armor.
yeah, I
it
put
was.
it in. I put it in
Okay.
her armor.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's no big deal.
I mean, you could also just put it on something that has double growth, you know?
Yeah, but
Okay,
that would make
so-
too much sense.
That is going to be
Ooh.
the last thing we do for today. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the
Yeah, that's fucked up, Wayne. I'm not
See,
a fan
that's
of that
why
one.
that's why I don't. I like a lot of like South Park, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, like the kind of comedy, the kind of like humor comedy cartoons that
Well,
like push the envelope a bit.
Yeah,
But then they always
they go a little
always
too far.
something.
Yeah. Edgy suggests that you know where the edge is.
yeah.
And, so, you know. And Aqua Teen would sometimes take somersaults over the edge.
Yeah, and South Park was always aiming to go over the edge, whether they did or
I'm
not. Was...
very much over South Park. Remember when I got really into it when I found out that they finally added closed captioning to the episodes?
Yeah, I mean,
on-
we watched like the whole show together. We were into it, but like, there was a period like I don't know, they lost it after a while. Like it really did jump the shark in 2016.
To be fair,
honestly, I think they jumped the shark a little earlier than that.
Well,
To
they
be
were in the process.
yeah. To be fair,
Yeah.
that's also a hard like good. South Park at its peak has got to be something that's hard to hold on to, right?
There's this sweet spot like seasons like 7 through 11, you know, like right around there, you know.
Yeah.
I totally
Where it's like-
realized I gotta feed the birds, so I'm gonna go.
Not the early janky ones, not the new ones that are just trying way too hard. And I think that like when the show was at its best was when they fully leaned into Cartman being completely evil.
Yeah, I think so. I can get behind that.
Because he wasn't just some bratty kid anymore. He was like a monster.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to feed the birds. And then we're gonna end the stream.
Feed the birds, tuppence a bag.
Oh my god.
You can't tell me that that's the first time somebody did that when you said feed the birds.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Somebody made a T-shirt. It was a drawing of Mary Poppins with the umbrella flying, and it says, "I'm Yondu, y'all."
That is amazing.
That's good. Okay, 10 to the black, 5 to the yellow.
Okay, so I'll give Howie.
That's what it does.
Feed.
But yeah, like that's the thing. Like it's funny how South Park, when they leaned into Cartman being really evil, is when the show was really good. Whereas with Aqua Teen, whenever Shake is pure evil, it's just almost unwatchable.
Interesting.
Like he puts Meatwad's kitten in the microwave just to upset him. Oh, so since you got the black chocobo on screen, I was reminding about how, like, you know, we were talking about how RPGs treat the color black as a mere suggestion.
Yeah.
And I think
Great.
the absolute, this is the closest to black I've ever seen in a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah.
For a chocobo. But the absolute worst offender has to be Breath of Fire 2, where Nina is exiled from her kingdom, you know, basically at birth, for having black wings, because some oracle said that a child with black wings will ruin the kingdom. Guess what color they use for black in Breath of Fire 2?
Blue.
No,
Uh,
it's more like pink.
pink,
What?
Really?
Yeah. Now in the artwork, like the official artwork, it's like a dark purple, but like in the game itself, her wings are pink.
That's fucked
Let me
up.
see if I can find a screenshot. I gotta find a screenshot that actually has Nina in it, but... And not shamanized. Well, she's shamanized here.
Hey, Hitomi.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy.
You showed up just in time for me to actually be ending the stream, so...
Okay, I'm gonna put a link to the screenshot on the chat.
Okay, I gotta see what this is.
I love that the name of the file is Breath of Fire 2 Bad Translation.
A lavender. That's what black
Yeah,
is. Lavender.
yeah, lavender. And they keep referring to her wings as being black, and that's the Super Nintendo version. On the Game Boy Advance, it's like much brighter because they made the Game Boy Advance version's palette really bright because they knew that some people would be playing it on the Taco version where the screen is dark.
The taco version.
The taco version. Honestly, another thing about the taco version is... Did they look at the N-Gage design and think, hey, we should emulate that?
Wow, that was well before the N-Gage. Come on.
Wait, when did the N-Gage come out?
Hold on, I'll tell you. I'll find out. So the N-Gage was released in 2003.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
And the Game Boy Advance was 2 years before that, in 2001. Yeah.
how we...
I mean, I got my Game Boy Advance on day one, and yeah, it was dark, you know, but it was still really cool. Mostly because I had Castlevania.
No, I want to like Circle of the Moon so much, but I feel like the problem with Circle of the Moon is it's trying to be two different things.
Oh, absolutely. But you also got to remember that it was a launch title for the Game Boy Advance, and it was the first handheld Metroidvania. Like, it's pretty primordial, but, like, in the time, it was pretty awesome to have that. Like, a game, you know, not exactly like Symphony of the Night, but cut from the same cloth, inspired by Symphony of the Night.
My issue
On a Game Boy.
with Circle of the Moon is almost entirely to do. What the fuck is the goddamn? I'm lost.
You just interrupted yourself like your Mike Matei.
Anyway, first of all, fuck you. Don't compare me to Mike McKay. Anyway.
I did deserve that.
Anyway, my issue with Circle of the Moon is... Honestly, I'd probably dislike it a lot less if it weren't for the fact that Dracula is bullshit.
Yeah, that last boss battle is horse shit.
It is super horseshit. 64 Turbo EX Go Edition.
Game of the Year edition.
With Dante from Devil May Cry.
Free digital download included.
And Knuckles. Oh no, you need to, are you okay? Do you need a blanket?
10 out of 10, IGN.
Okay. Found my center. Found my center. I'm okay.
Oh, good.
With audio commentary from J.K. Rowling.
Oh.
Okay, let's go over the schedule, because I think we've done enough for today.
Wait, hold on. Did you save the game?
Yeah, I just saved it. You
Oh,
can
okay.
see. Let me hop over to the thing and I'll show you.
Because you just went over to the banana dick. Are you ever gonna help Cloud?
Am I ever gonna what?
Yeah,
Are you gonna ever help Cloud?
he's still got the sadness. No, he can be sad. I
Oh.
think
Just a
Oh, I don't
untreated
care.
depression here.
Yeah, I don't care. He's fine. Whatever.
Oh god.
Yeah, so I'm in the gold sauce area, but whatever. I'll say one more time just to be safe. There we
I
go.
just didn't know if you did or not.
All right. So that's good enough now. Let's go over the schedule.
Online
Um,
edition.
The rest of the week is going to be fairly normal, except for tomorrow. That's going to be the election
If
result
only.
thing. So you'll want to be here for that. And
We'll
because
get to talk.
normally I
We'll
would
get.
have it at the end of the month, but the election is just too important. So we're having a special edition. We'll probably wind up doing another one at the end of the month. You down for that, John?
Yeah, we can talk about how we still don't know the results tomorrow.
Wow,
Yeah.
that anime girl is going wild.
So after that, we have what's on
She's dancing
Thursday.
exactly like Beavis and Butthead do.
After that, we have marathon on Thursdays. And then on Saturday, we will be getting back into it with Silent Hill 2. And after Silent Hill 2, will be more King's Field, which is over here. And so we made some good progress in King's Field this past Sunday. So I'm looking
You made
forward to seeing what's
progress.
coming up next. And then finally, we'll be wrapping up the talk about incest with Final Fantasy VII next week, and probably wind up ending the game, depending on how much time I have.
wanna hear
I was
some
actually
things?
going to try and finish the Chocobo thing today, except my ear was like, nah, fam. So we're going to go ahead and...
Famo. So you want to hear some fucked up shit that popped into my brain?
I mean, yes, of course.
So I thought, like, what happens if you live in some crazy country where they get some like jank translation of a game, and Silent Hill becomes Shut Up Mountain.
Shut up, mountain.
Like you're
That
telling,
would be the Russian version.
like
wouldn't
it's
it?
not the name of the mountain; it's telling a mountain to shut the hell up.
Mountain. Shut up.
Well, you know what's interesting? You know the movie Doctor No, the first like major James Bond movie was there was a typo where in one of the versions where the period after Doctor was a comma. So
no.
yes, I think it was in China. They interpreted it as Doctor, comma No. So the Chinese title, if you translate it back, is "We don't need a doctor." Imagine going to see that movie and you're like, Americans really name things weird.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. Also, all right. So thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Y'all have a great rest of your night. As best as you can in this shit show of an election. So we will be back tomorrow, and we can talk about the election results or whatever we got tomorrow. I've got no idea what to expect.
Oh, actually, one last thing before you raid, and because I keep thinking to bring this up and then we get distracted by fuckery, is a news story that I saw right when we started, actually, so, several hours ago, was about the voter turnout. In 7 states, the voter turnout was higher than the entirety of voter turnout from 2016.
Wow.
Wow. Holy shit.
So, yeah.
Okay, so we are going to go over here.
It didn't say which states they were.
Okay, so, let's see, we have, I think today we are going to raid Nuki Banger. We raided him, last time, but let's raid him again. Where is Texas Hula? He's usually streaming on Tuesdays.
Maybe he's out voting, who knows?
Yeah, he might be out voting. Might be busy today.
I mean, the dude lives in Texas, it's got to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true. All right.
And what's interesting? Even though he's like a big fat boomer from Texas, he does not strike me as a Trumper.
That's
No,
true.
he seems too wholesome.
He seems more to me like a nice, polite, centrist Biden voter.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can live with that. Okay,
The vibe I get from him is that he would probably never even talk about politics on his channel, too.
Okay, so here's a raid call, which is going to be...
Which is probably why he's not live.
Probably.
Oh, God. How is Tally still streaming? How is he still on Twitch?
How is that motherfucker even not in jail?
Well, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
I hate Tally so much. I never really let's be honest here. His whole, drunken asshole shit got old real quick. But then when he started dropping the R slur, I lost interest in him as a human being, and now I'm just like, I'm just waiting for him to, seize everything. Just stop. Yeah. Okay.
Where's Matthew McConaughey when you need him?
Okay, so we got our raid call. Let's go ahead and raid Newfie Banger.
I might be using a alternate raid call.
Oh no,
It's
let's hear
it's
it.
it's related.
Let's hear it.
You'll see it.
Oh no.
It's the same joke basically. But I'm gonna wait till you guys paste and then I'll, because if I do it right away, it's not gonna be funny.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Here is Newfie Banger 1986. Thank you for,
The banger's back.
yeah, so thank you all for coming. I will see you tomorrow for the special edition of Gloomwave, and I will see you on Thursday for, more marathon. You all have a great rest of your night. I am going to hit that rate button in 10, 9, 8,
Oh,
7,
Come on,
6,
hit that shit.
5.
Come on.
Will you shut up? 4,
Hey,
3,
Come on, hit
2,
that shit.
1.
You should call it Blow Wave tomorrow.